Hi there. Welcome to the Work-Life Balance series. I'm Leah, back to share another tip with you today. And I went ahead and drew a little picture. Forgive my not perfect art skills. I'm a little out of practice. I love coloring and painting and things like that, but I'm not a great drawer. So just bear with me on that one. As you come on and join me live, I'd love for you to say hello and let me know that you're here so I can say hi. So what I want to talk about today is when we talk about work-life balance, we really focus on just two parts. We focus on the work and we focus on the life. And what does that mean? So we have the two parts. They're joined together, of course, because they go together. They're both huge parts of our lives, right? And what we tend to leave out, excuse me while I close. I'm getting all these weird little thingies. Okay. What we tend to leave out of this picture when we're talking about work life. So work is, all our business tasks, all of our things that we do to create income, that sort of thing. Life, we tend to look at, as our other to-dos, right? All our responsibilities, taking care of our house, taking care of our kids, making sure everyone is fed, making sure, our schedules are maintained, the doctor's appointments are made, all that kind of stuff, your day-to-day, just basic life stuff, right? And the thing that we leave out is the thing that in the middle that really fuels both of these, right? You cannot have either of these without yourself, right? Yourself, you are the link between these two aspects, right? And if we don't take time out to take care of that part, then how can we take care of the other two parts and have that all in harmony? And it's not even about balance in the sense that you want equal parts for each component, but it's more about having that harmony, right? So that there's room for both without feeling overwhelmed, right? And honestly, so that there's room for all three, so that there's work responsibilities, there's life responsibilities, there are time and our care for ourselves, right? So we need that time to relax. We need that time to nourish ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, to take care of our wellness. And this is something that comes up again and again and again, is that women are feeling like there's not enough time. There's not enough time to do that. I have to take care of these other two circles first. And then if there's any time left, I'll attend to this little sliver right here, right? But that's not how it works. It's not efficient. And there's two problems actually. The first thing is we are so, I don't know if it's our culture, just being women in general, we're so expected to have this, we thrive on busy, right? We glorify busy. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I have so much to do. We are afraid that if we aren't so busy and have so much to do, then what? Then people are going to think we're selfish. People are going to think we're lazy. We might think we're selfish or lazy. It's a trap that a lot of women fall into, and I can tell you from experience, it's not a good place to be. I've been there myself, and if you relate to this, I completely understand. And the thing is, it's not selfish. It's not lazy. If anything, it's the word that popped into my head is heroic, and I don't know if that's the right word, but you know, we kind of tend to think that women who do all this are like superwoman, supermom. You know, that's not necessarily true. I think what is true is that women who invest that time in themselves are actually better equipped to handle all the rest of the stuff. So it might seem like you have to have this superhuman, heroic personality, tendency, whatever that may be, in order to be able to pull it off, you know, and that's not the case. The truth is, we can't sustain that level of busy without putting into ourselves first. We have to fuel ourselves. We have to care for ourselves. We have to invest in ourselves. And what happens when we do that is it pays off tenfold. We have more energy to complete the tasks that we need to do. We have more energy to pour into our own businesses and clients. We have more energy and refresh, that feeling of being recharged and refreshed that is necessary. If we just keep going and going and going and filling all the gaps and checking off all the lists, and we don't pause to look at our self-care, to look at our wellness, if we're eating, if we're drinking enough water, if we're getting enough rest. We talked about that the other day. You know, how are we going to sustain this level of busy? If you're too busy right now, how are you ever going to be not too busy? You know, like, is less stuff going to ever be happening? Are you ever going to be in a place where you don't have as much stuff to do as you have right now? Probably not. You know, and it's easy to say, well, as soon as my kids are older, or as soon as, you know, my business takes off, or as soon as whatever, right? And the truth is, there's no better time than right now. It's honest to God. I can help you. If you don't want my help, I encourage you to get help from someone, because it's honestly a huge risk to continue to neglect yourself. And I honestly, I don't understand. Like, I know because I've been there, but now on the other side, and knowing the amazing difference that I feel and experience in my life in balancing and harmonizing these aspects of my life, the work and my family, and taking care of, you know, my home and all the other responsibilities. I can't imagine going back to how I was before, where I didn't take care of myself. I did go all day without eating. I did go all day living on coffee, thinking that that was enough to support me, and it wasn't. You know, and when I hear women say, I don't have the time to take care of myself, I hear them saying, I can't afford to invest that time in myself right now. I have to invest it in something else. What is more important than your health? And if you can answer that question honestly, what is more important than my health, and you have an answer, then tell me what that is, and then let me know what would happen if you could not physically maintain that, if you could not physically contribute to that anymore, if you mentally and physically burnt out to the point where that most important thing could not possibly be a part of your life anymore. Because that is the risk that we're taking when we're not focused and invested in creating the harmony in all of those aspects, and it has to include us. We are powering all this stuff. We are growing these children in our bodies. We are building these businesses and supporting these clients and teaching our children doing all these things. And how can we do that from a place where we're neglected ourselves, right? It's not possible. So the truth is, if you're saying I can't afford to take the time right now, the truth is you can't afford not to. You can't. The sooner that you understand it's not selfish, it's not lazy, you don't have to feel guilty. There are very simple ways to integrate this into your life as it is and not have it be this separate other extra thing that is a to-do. And I think that's where we get stuck, is we think, well, it's another thing I'm going to have to do on top of check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark. No. What happens is you take care of you first, and all that other stuff just kind of falls into place, and you find time and energy that you didn't have before, right? And there's no other way for me to explain it. It's really something that you have to experience. And so that is why I started this work-life balance series, because I feel like there's gaps in how this is approached in so many different arenas. And this is the biggest gap, is that nobody talks about you're the missing link. Your self-care is the missing link to making all of this possible. So I want to let you know we can work together. Today is the very last day to get into my Simple Habits for Success mentorship group at the current rate. So starting in June, I'm going to be up-leveling the program. There will be more master classes added. There will be more support, more reference materials, more of everything. It's going to dive deeper. We're going to really dig in and like get to the meat and potatoes of this, right? And when you join today, you will benefit from all of the up levels, all of the extras that I bring in from here on out, but you'll get to enjoy that at this special discounted rate. So it's a 6-month commitment. It's $197. That works out to like $33 a month. If you know that you're ready to jump in with both feet, join me today. If you're not quite sure, but you still know that you need to do something, find some way to get this on track and figure it out. I mentioned yesterday, I do have a masterclass coming up in June. It's specifically a simple strategy that I use that I will be teaching you to help you save up to 60 minutes per day. So if you want to think about what could you do with 7 extra hours a week, and then you definitely have time for you, right? So that's another option. If you're not ready to jump in full force yet, totally fine. I'll be posting the invitation for the masterclass tonight or tomorrow. I'm still working out dates, and but you will get a personal invite if that's something that you're interested in. And that will be something that is included as a free bonus for the members who join with the 6-month membership by today. So I'll go ahead and post the link for that below. If you have any questions, comment and let me know. You can private message me if you would like to have a little chat about what all is involved if you're not quite sure. But really what it boils down to is you making yourself a priority, and not necessarily a priority above everything else, because I know right there some people are like, nope, I can't do that. I understand that totally. And so I don't ever ask anybody to like put yourself up here and then put your kids down here and then put your business down here. No, but you need to at least be equal. You need to at least be giving yourself the amount of attention and effort that you're giving to everybody else. You deserve that much. So that's what I'm going to leave you with before I get emotional. This gets me in the heart. I know that there's so many women in here that just need you know, a hand to hold and get you through this. And I'm offering that to you, and I'm happy to be that person to go on this journey with you. So I will put the link, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another tip for you. Bye-bye.